All right, I believe I am live. Let me just go look here real quick, make sure I haven't messed anything up, and I haven't. Yay! All right, I need to wait for some people to get here. Let me just ping a few people and sneeze. Oh, man. Oh, let's see. Ping May. Streaming now. And let's Twitter it. Let's do the Twitter thing. Where's my Twitter thing? There's my Twitter thing. Oh, it's tweeting the wrong day. Today's the 27th. I don't want to follow. Let's see. Who else can I ping? I need to ping Zargot because she's going to paint with me. I'm still waiting on people here. So I'm just going to wait. Oh, I got two people. Hey, I was just pinging you on Instagram, Zargot. One second, let me blow my nose. Let me grab my other paintings. You're right here. So I've done some paintings. So I did this one. And is it showing up? Is the screen capture showing up? The picture? Is it right there? So this is what I did that off of. And then I kind of watched another video and did this one. And this is on the crappy paper. And then I cut up a little bit of the Fabriano, and then I did this one. So far, this is my favorite. But I'm going to do a full page on the Fabriano. I wanted to get some people here. Thank you, Zargot. Thank you. I'm going to go through everything. My setup. I have a clean palette. Mostly. There's tape there. Clean palette, clean water, clean everything. So I'm going to go through what I am doing. Not that I know what I'm doing. Oh, where did my tape go? There's my tape. I have to get my tape. So I'm going to set that aside, and I'm going to go through what brushes I'm using. I have used all of these in those pictures. I don't have any the only super good brushes I have are the silver black velvets. But this is just a generic Target brand, the Handmade Modern, and it's a large bright. It is the largest besides this mop, I think, by Royal and Langnikle, but I'm worried it would be too much. Plus, I've also used that for brushing off eraser bits. So I've got a large bright. Stick that in I've got my tub of water thing here. So I just stick it in there. I've got my fan, a Royal and Langnikle. It's a number 4 fan. So I've got that. I have the silver black velvet round 12. Let's see, I have the 12, the 8, the 4, 2. Is it good for wetting large areas? I'll have to try it. I'll have to get one that doesn't have eraser bits on it. Then I have the Windsor Newton Cotman Rigger 0. I've been using this for just very little things and my signature. So I'm going to get my paper first. So I'm using the Fabriano Studio Watercolor Hot Press, 140 pounds. Here's the other half that I had cut up, but I'm not going to use that right now. I'm going to use a fresh, whole big. This will be the biggest painting I've done yet. Oh, this is so thick. It comes out like a dream. I barely pulled on that. It was nice. Put this back in here so I don't lose it. And I'm just using a clipboard. Like nothing fancy. This is just a clipboard. And I'm gonna actually tape my picture to it. Just using 1/2-inch washi tape. I didn't like the big thick border, so I'm gonna try to just do a 1/2C on it. It's all by eye. I'm not measuring out or anything. That's a little less than 1/2C. Oh well, it's fine. It'll be fine. It's all good. Something new here today. So depending on how long it takes to actually do this, because I don't know if anybody knows this, but I'm impatient, and I finished the paintings pretty quick. So, assuming I have time, I had a request from Instagram to do some work on skin tones with colored pencils. Since I have the new Forest Girl and Momo Girl, the girl with poem, I was going to use those. Use one of them, probably girl with poem. I know I'm being way too meticulous on this. And do some skin tones, but we'll see how much time I've got. I'm not planning to do a whole lot today. Tomorrow's the inspection on the house. So exciting. I've been watching Iron Fist too on Netflix. Bless you, sweetheart. And we're all sneezing. We got allergies going on here. There's my page taped. I'll try to keep it in screen here. So that's my page taped. Super clean. I'm going to set it to the side while I load up my palette here. So far we close on the house on April 2nd. So that'll be exciting. Whoa. I found some good colors in this koi that I've really liked, so I'm just going to keep going with the ones I was using. This is the M Graham Neutral Tint. I found this to be so helpful in getting those nice shadows that I want and darkening up a couple things. So really like it. I'm just putting a little dab, not too much. I'm going to take my kois and let's see. I was using the Van Dyke and the Burnt Sienna and the Yellow Ochre. So let's do, because I was mixing the Van Dyke and the neutral tint. Let's do those close to each other. Oh, that's all wet. Why is that? That was blech. Blech. Like a watery substance in there. These aren't like, Holbein, or they're not Daniel Smith. They're not anything like that. So Burnt Sienna, I like getting a little red tone in there. Do you shake these, Zargot? Are you supposed to shake your watercolor to mix up, or why am I getting like a liquid on top? I don't have any sepia or Payne's Gray in this set, so I just bought neutral tint because that's what a lot of the people I was watching, that's what they were using. So I'm going to use yellow ochre. And I'm putting a little bit on there because I actually mix it in 2 different spots. I mix it for the sand, and then I also mix it for the grass. And then for the sky, cobalt blue hue. And a little ultramarine. Mix it with a toothpick or something. Okay. I'll put a little ultramarine. Not a whole lot. It's going to be a bright sunny day. So now I want my greens. I'm going to put my greens down here. I used just deep green, and then I would mix with the browns, but I'm actually going to pop a little yellow green too. So I'm going to put my deep green down here and a touch of yellow green. It is annoying because then I just had like a plop of wetness. It's weird. Oh well, 'tis what it is. So that's what we're using. I'm not using every color. I don't need every color. So cobalt blue, ultramarine, neutral tint, deep green, yellow green, Van Dyke, burnt sienna, yellow ochre. That's all. That's all I'm doing. So let me move these out of the way because that is a precarious perch that I had them on. And I'm going to move this off to the side. Pull my paper back here. And I'm going to take a pencil and I'm going to just roughly sketch where I want the sand versus the sky, oxgall and gum arabic to mix in if the last in the tube is too thick and difficult. Well, that's a good, I'll have to write that down, gum arabic. So I'm going to roughly sketch sand versus sky, and I really want, so you see there's 2 fences here, right? I'm ignoring this top fence. I don't want to do it. I don't want to mess with it. But I really like the fence down at the bottom where it comes up. So I'm going to sketch that out. And I'm actually going to use some of the masking fluid here to preserve the highlight while I'm doing all of this. You see on some of these, they've got some good highlight on them. So I'm gonna do that. So I was watching a guy and he said, don't ever put anything in the middle. He said, because then you have 2 separate paintings. So either I want less sky and more dune, or I want more sky and less dune. So I'm going to go with that, but I'm going to go with more dune, less sky, because I really want the dunes to be the focus, not the sky. So I'm going to roughly sketch out some dunes. I know on one I had a dune going and then a dune going. I'm not going to do that because getting the perspective of going up and down with this was really difficult. So I'm going to just leave it one dune. I mean, it can have a dip, but I'm just going to leave it one dune. Much smoother than that. So I did high here, low here. So I've got an uneven amount of dune versus sand, and I'm actually going to come out and start the fence down here. I guess I could have it going that way. No, you know what? Let me have my dune go the other way. Let me have the high point over here and the low point over here. The ladies that I'm at the bus stop with, one of the moms, she's on Instagram, and she was like, I don't know. She was like, I like coloring, but I don't know how to color like that. I was like, it took me a while, you know. I thought that was funny. So, and I'm just going to sketch a line. I'm not going to sketch the squares or whatever. So, try to keep them even spaced. But you can have one tilting off to the side like that, like it fell down. No problem, Zargot. And then just kind of make them smaller as you go by. As if they're going deeper into the dune, like the dune's been kind of washing over them. Because that's what happens. Alright. So that's all I'm going to do. I'm not even going to take it all the way to the top. I'm not going to take it all the way out. Although I could just take it. No, I'm just going to leave it like that. The dune has overtaken the fence. So, I take my, oh, wrong one. My masking fluid. This gets harder and harder to put in and out. And I'm just going to do a little bit. Make sure it's coming out. Oh, that was a bubble. Good thing I did it over here. Alright. So I'm going to masking fluid a little bit of highlight on there. As you get to the longer ones, it's just a little bit. For the smaller ones, it's most of it. For the bigger ones, it's just a little bit. So let me see if I can get this back on here. You're jealous on this bottle? Oh, the masking fluid bottle? Is that what you're talking, Zargot? Get some. I'm gonna need some tissues. Found tissues work much better. Alright. So, while I let the fine liner dry, I'm actually going to work on the sky. So, I'm going to take my large bright. I'm going to get it really wet. I'm just gonna do a, oh man, I should have got all my eraser off. Just gonna wet the paper. And get it nice and wet. And go right up to your graphite line there. I'm actually leaning over so I can see where my water's at. Yeah, I've seen it do it, and I have tried every it's doing it a lot right now. I have tried every USB port and they all do it. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's something between, maybe I should see if there's a update on the driver. I'm sorry, Family Toy Report. I'll have to check and see if there's an update on the driver for the thing. Alright, so nice and super wet. I'm going to take my Silver Velvet Round 12, get it nice and wet, and I'm just going to go into the blue here, to the lighter blue, and just get it. I'm really going to get it soaking. There we go. See, it just flows out in there. I like it. So I'm just going to go in, and I see it doing it, guys. I don't know what to do. I'm not really going to follow the sky. I'm just going to follow what this is telling me, what it wants to do. Hey, Charlotte! So I'm going to grab a little bit of the darker blue here, too. Just pop some in. I really like a solid blue line up at the top. I don't know why. That makes me happy. So I'm just going to kind of let it spread and do its thing. Make happy little clouds. Happy little clouds. I'm actually going to take, I'm going to blot some of that out. And use it to make some happy little clouds. See? I found that the other day and I thought that was so fun. I just go back in. And also, if you want, spray bottle of water. That'll spread it out too. I'm really sorry for that flickering, guys. I will check for updates when I'm done here. It's really annoying, isn't it? There. I just pressed it back in further. We'll see. Nope, that didn't do it. Will Oxgall in the water help? Or you're saying Oxgall in the water will help disperse it more? It's good to know. Really, Zargot, you should be doing this, not me. Wow, it is really flickering, guys. I can see that. I know, and this, like, I haven't changed cameras or anything. And I haven't even changed the USB that it's been in. I mean, I did just to see if it would stop flickering, but, like, I don't know. I'm not leaning on it. I'm not doing anything different. I don't even take it out of its thing. It makes the paint more fluid. Interesting. Really need to figure out a way. Let's see. Let's get some of the darker, nice bit of color. So I'm afraid to mess with this anymore. It can be a connection somewhere. I just don't know. I just don't know. Maybe I'm just going to move the wire right there. We'll just see. Maybe it doesn't like the way the wire's sitting on it. I don't like the line right here. I don't like that line. Funny, it sounds like seagulls outside. Did that fix it? It just didn't like the way the wire was hanging? Huh. I'm crossing fingers, guys, that did it. I didn't even think. Alright, so just washing my brush off. I think it did, Zargot. Or family, I think it did. Oh, yay. Okay, sky. Done. And now, it feels like the fluid is pretty good. I'm going to dry this. And that is funny. That's all I had to do was flip the thing over. Alright, I'm going to heat gun. It's going to get loud. Sorry, guys. I'm staying pretty far away because there's a lot of water on here. And I don't want to push it. I want it to dry where it is. See, there's puddle, 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 puddle. I just want it to dry where it is. I don't want to push it. Except for right here. I don't know. There's a little spot that was missing some paint. Oh, it's not too loud? That's good. Alright, I don't like the way that puddle's drying. Crap. Crud. Oh well. Oh, my tape's coming off. All right. All right. It's getting so hot, my tape was coming off. All right. Well, I'm glad it's not too loud. So, now I'm going to take, again, my number 12 round. Get some water here. And I'm going to start mixing my sand color. So, Van Dyke, yellow ochre. Oh my god, my hair's in here. That wasn't my hair. That was my daughter's hair. Yellow ochre. Get some more yellow ochre over there. Just a touch of the burnt sienna. Get nice and liquidy. Nice and watery. So this is about what I'm looking for. I'm just going to put a wash. I'm going on dry paper. Is that what I want to do? No, I don't think that's what I want to do. Let me actually wet it. Can't remember what I did. I don't think I went on dry paper. So I'm going to put a layer of water. Sorry, this is only like my 4th or 5th watercolor painting, so I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Grab just a touch of neutral tint. Alright. So I'm just going to wash it. Try not to get anything in the sky. I thought about doing just the plain paper, just have the paper be the color of the sand, but I just didn't like it. So, try not to have any sitting. If it's going to sit anywhere, push it to the bottom. Or push it to the edges. You just have a flat wash. Yeah, Zarga, that's what I was thinking would happen. So now I'm going to take a little neutral tint, little Van Dyke. Oh, I have a brush hair. This has been losing hairs. At least they come out easy. So I'm going to get it very, very wet, and I'm going to shadow right here. A little bit more. Where the grass is going to sit, I'm just going to shadow that. Hi, Anathama. Thank you. This is what I've been doing last couple days. Then anywhere I want the grass, I'm gonna pop a little shadowy in here. I thought about doing this last, but I really like doing it while it's still a little wet. Aw, I'm sorry, Anathama. I'm still working on the Villain Sand poster. I do have Forest Girl. Anathama, I've got Forest Girl. We should do a buddy color on Forest Girl. Just, understand it's going to take me a week or two. Oh, you're waiting to do Bob the Dragon? Aw. Bob will be fun. Alright, so I'm going to take... I put way too much water on my palette here. Oh well. So I'm going to take the burnt sienna. And I'm going to take and protect my sky. And I've got burnt sienna on here, and I'm just going to flick. I'm going to get some of the neutral tint. Some of the Van Dyke. Momo Girl. I'm going to do that. I was going to do a tutorial on skin colors using Momo Girl. I'm just going to go in and pick some of this up because I don't want it that. Like, I don't want it that in your face. I don't want it like salt and peppery. But I just want a little extra, a little extra something. And then I'm using the 8. So I'm going to kind of take some stuff off here. Go and pick up some of that shadowy color. And just go in right along the sky. Rinse, get some water, and just kind of fade that out. So, that's our sand. Now I'm going to take my 2, and I'm going to go in with the neutral tint and the Van Dyke. Get a really good dark, color. Really load up. Thank you. Really load up. And I'm going to do the darker side of the fence. Oh, May's on her way. No, not Danae, sweetie. My friend May. Never mind. I said my friend May. She's like, just tell me. May. She's like, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Well, get out of the blanket and you'll be able to hear me just fine. Ugh. It's It's one of those days. She's coming. May's coming. I've got to turn this, guys. Otherwise my hand's going to get into something. Can you still see? Yeah. Are you guys seeing my reference photo to the side? We'll make sure that showed up all right. Oh, good. I was really proud of myself on that. I will. So the pencil lines are just melting away. Like you're not even going to see them anymore by the time I'm done. Because I was using a graphite or a water-soluble graphite pencil. But bye, Onodama. Have a good day. Oh, man. It's a good thing you don't have to be accurate on watercolor paintings because, whew, my hands are shaky. Shaky, shaky. Shaky like a Polaroid picture. One more. All right. So that's the fence posts. And now I'm going to take my liner, or my rigger, put in that same mixture. You gotta have something connecting them, right? Hi, Tess. Welcome. Just trying to be as... telling you. I think the only reason I can do watercolors because it lets you be it lets you be a little shaky-handed. Doing good, Tess. How are you? All right. So we started with a blank piece of paper. We now no longer have a blank piece of paper. This is really kind of wet still down here. let me heat gun. All right. So I'm gonna go on and I'm gonna mix some colors. So I'm gonna pull out some of that deep green. Pull out some of that yellow ochre. And pull out some of that yellow green. And then I'm going to keep a dry brush on this fan and kind of just dip into some stuff. Maybe a little neutral tint in here. Just dip in the edges. And take my dry brush. Thank you, Charlotte. Let's see. That's not going to work. Dang it. I was hoping I could get away with a dry brush. Sometimes the wet brush goes a little too much. But I want some big long ones in here. So I'm going up this way, up this way. You're having an I don't want a day. That's my day today. Tomorrow I have to adult and do things, so today I'm like, I'm going to paint. So I'm going to get some of that green. I'm just barely touching it into the water. I really don't want that much water. Really don't. Mostly because I don't want to pull. You notice I'm not pulling any of the other watercolors. I don't want to do that. But down here I want it kind of darker, so I pulled in a little more of the neutral tint. A little bit of the yellow ochre. And then this is just, I'm just going to play with it until I'm happy. Happy little seagrass. I think I prefer going up and down more than I prefer going the other way. And vary where it goes. Don't make it all the same. What don't you want to do today, Tess? Watercoloring is really fun. I was trying to decide what I wanted to do as far as paintings for my house, because you can buy paintings, right? Everybody can buy paintings. Oh, let's get some deep green in there. Let's get some really too much water. You can buy paintings. I mean, you can pay somebody. Ooh, there we go. Pull them out. Oh. I like it. Guys, I like that. But yeah, you can. Yes, sweetheart. We're having a bathroom emergency. Give me 2 seconds here. May! All right. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. But yeah, so I was sitting here, I'm like, I don't want to pay, no offense to artists. I was like, I don't want to pay when I can do it myself. I had most of the stuff, you know, I have the brushes and I had stuff. So I was like, oh, I just want to do it. And then it's yours and it's personal. So, you know, it's, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Because I don't want to say, oh, don't go buy. Because, you know, other artists need love too. If you find something that, like, speaks to you, buy it. But, like, I wanted something personal, you know? So I decided I was going to paint my own painting for my own house. Finally had some sun today. Oh, that's good. Yeah, we're getting sun today too. But it's cold, which is sad. And get a little brown in there. Yeah, it'll give some heart and soul to my house. I do think, though, I'll scan it and have it printed because I couldn't find any light fast information on these Koi watercolors. So I would hate for them to not be light fast and fade in my house, you know? You see, I'm kind of mostly going one direction. And that's mostly because there's a lot of wind at the ocean. There's just a ton of it. There's just a ton of wind at the ocean. And usually it blows in one direction. You got a storm coming if it keeps flip-flopping on you. Really need to get some deep color in here. There we go. Right in the foreground. That's true. If it fades, I can always paint another. But I'd rather not, you know. I want to paint a couple paintings. I have an acrylic painting that I took. So I took little, I don't know. Oh, my hands are peeling so bad. Probably about this size, maybe about to here. And I painted a beach scene. And then I took actual sand and I glued it on the beach, on this part. And I took a sand dollar that I had found and glued it on. And then, so I had, like a beach scene, I had a triptych of it that I put in my bathroom. So I can't wait to pull that back out. Because I'm deciding on my house colors, and I'm pretty sure I want them these nice beachy colors. Some nice browns and greens and blues, and it's really nice beachy colors. I think I'm going to be done here though. I think this is it. Like, I don't want to really do too much else. Don't worry if you start messing with it and then it goes too far. I don't want it to go too far. It sounds like the toilet's still running. You know what? Oh, no way, Zargot. Alright, sorry, the toilet was still running. I had to go catch it. Alright, so let me dry this and then I'll rub off the masking fluid. Heat gun. Where are you at, Zargot, that they would not be running the proper tires? So this comes off super easy on the good paper. It was ripping on the bad paper that I had. So I'm just pulling off so it gives a really bright highlight. I am going to go over that with a little wash, but not like, I don't want to ruin that highlight. Nearly done here, guys. At least with this. I'll move on to something else. So I'm going to take my 4 and really over here where I have that really light sandy color, just a little bit of neutral tint. A little extra water. Like I just don't want it to be the super bright, but I want it lighter than the rest of it, if that makes sense. Alright, then I'm going to take my 2. Yeah, there's no excuse for that. Let's say if you're somewhere where it doesn't snow or get icy or anything. So I'm going to take my neutral tint. Try to give a little shadow. A little extra pop of shadow. I don't know how well it's showing up. I'm having a hard time seeing it. So guys, I've still got plenty of time. Would you guys be willing to wait while I set up another stream? And then pop back in with me? Would that be something you would be willing to do? And then I'll pull out Memo Girl or Girl with a Poem and work on add a request for skin tones. Cool, cool. All right, well, we'll do that then. So, the ultimate, you gotta know how it looks without the tape. I should be gentle. I have ripped, though this is really good paper. The Fabriano. Something about that white border just makes it pop. I love it. You finished your painting too, Zargot? You'll have to show it to me. You have to tag me or something. What? Oh, Girl with a Poem. I got it yesterday. Well, just think of it this way, May. I can start on a picture, and then by the time that you get yours and finish your coloring, I'll be done too. Not to say I'm a slow colorist or anything. Oh, please, Zargot. We are our own worst critics. I loved your little bird. That was really cool. Alright, so I'm just taking my rigger into my darkest color, and I'm going to sign my work. And there we go. We have a completed painting in 1 hour. It's actually pretty good. I'm pretty pleased with myself. This is pretty good. Yes, my pumpkin pie. Well, all the kids are at school, sweetheart. Alright, let me clean up a little bit. Pull some stuff out. You're redoing it because you're not happy. Aww. I know, Pumpkin. After lunch, we'll play catch up. With the bouncy ball. So, to protect it, I'm putting it in the sleeve here. And there we go. And I will hold on to this, and this will be, I'm going to put my painting up in our new house. What do you think?
Wait. Is that the paper holder that you got from a package?
No.
Can I look on the front?
That's my other painting. Don't you like it? See, I didn't do the perspective right. That's why I didn't do that right there. So, okay, guys, I will end this stream. I will set up and grab my Momo Girl book, and then I will do a polychromos, probably just polychromos, skin tutorial. So I'll see you guys in 5-ish minutes. Later. Thanks for joining. Bye-bye.